Wednesday. I'm your host, Karin Del Maestro, your health coach. Wow. No, health coach. Apparently, I'm going to have difficulty talking today. This is when you know it's live, guys. Your health coach, your bounce back expert, and I specialize in helping breast cancer survivors adopt habits that withstand the roller coaster of life, the roller coaster of recovery, fatigue, stress, and yes, even chocolate cravings. So, welcome, come on in. Today, we are talking about something that is something that I hear from so many of you that you are looking for. And that's how to find the balance between being healthier, focusing on those healthy habits, but also having fun and enjoying your life. And I think, especially as we come up on summer, it's a time of year where, and I've been working with women closely for over 20 plus years. So this is something I have heard even before going through breast cancer, is that people just kind of say, screw it. I just want to enjoy my summer. I'll pick it back up in September, right? Let me know. Perhaps that's you. Let me know in the chat. And here's the thing. I am a huge fan of enjoying our life. In fact, since, going way back to probably around the year 2000, I have had this very clear belief that we all go around at least once, right, in this body, or as a friend of mine recently said, this meat suit, right, which I thought was an interesting term. We go around in our life once in this body. And I have such a deep core belief that we deserve to be happy and healthy as we are doing that. So I this finding balance, this elusive finding balance thing between being healthier and having fun hits me at my core because you want it too. And summer summer's the perfect season, right? For a little rejuvenation, little bit of renewal, for relaxation. And for breast cancer survivors, this time of year can hold even more significance because it provides that opportunity. Often there's a little bit more space in summer to focus on holistic well-being, mind, body, spirit, all of those combined, and embracing a more balanced lifestyle, right? Is that something that's appealing to you? Because if you're looking to enjoy the summer sunshine without throwing in the beach towel and compromising your health goals, I want you to know I'm going to be talking about something today, our brand new Easy Healthy Habits 5-day summer reset. And it's coming to you, it's free of charge, and it's here to help you achieve that balance as you're navigating your summer. Okay, wouldn't that be cool? So let's talk for a second here why this balance thing is even important. Now, I have to admit, let me take a sip of my tea here because I'm gonna like blow your mind here for a second. I have to admit that the word balance doesn't really resonate with me anymore. And let me tell you why. I get the concept. I know what we're looking for, right? We're looking for work-life balance. We're looking for taking care of others while we're also taking care of ourselves. We're looking for that balance of having fun yet healthy habits so that we get to stay healthy and we're not living with the fear of recurrence like nagging in our head. But this word balance to me, when I think of the word balance, I think of the old fashioned scales, right? Where they are perfectly aligned, right? Perfectly lined up. And what I have learned in my 58 years of life is that perfection is rarely attainable. And as a recovering perfectionist, trust me, I've tried to find it many, many, many times. But the word that I adopted instead is rhythm. Oh, rhythm for me allows me to let go of that perfectionism, gives me space to ebb and flow with life, with our recovery, with our energy level, with our bandwidth, right? So that we're never throwing in the towel again. We're never having to muster up the strength and the energy to start from scratch again. So that when we're in this place of rhythm, we're getting rid of that nagging voice, right? That voice that says you ought to be doing this. Why aren't you doing what you know you ought to be doing? Eating better, moving your body, drinking your water, managing your stress, sleeping, the things that you already know that you ought to be doing to stay healthier, right? But I get that it can feel really overwhelming because it feels like you almost have to shift your whole entire lifestyle. Okay, so we're going to be talking about how to manage that today because I've had a lot of experience at this personally, but it's also what I do for a living, helping habits that make a difference. Now, something that I want you to know is that fear hates action. Fear hates action. So that fear of recurrence that I believe all of us have, and I'm a breast cancer survivor too, if we haven't yet met, and I carry the BRCA2 genetic mutation, which makes me at high risk for recurrence, which means that this thing of adopting habits and not falling off track, not throwing in the towel is how I live my life because I am at high risk to get sick again. So it's important to me personally, but also professionally to help you do the same. So fear hates action. Notice for yourself, how's that nagging voice in your head when you are not taking action, when you're not going for the walk, when you're not eating healthy, when you're not managing your stress? Do you notice that the fear gets bigger, that voice? Come on, you should be doing this. You know you're going to get sick again if you don't. Horrible. It's a horrible, horrible voice to have in our head. I don't want you to have it. So by taking action, that fear starts to melt away. Really good, right? Really, really good. So today we're going to be talking a little bit, we're going to be breaking down some of the myths, these stories that we might tell ourselves, because you might be kind of wrestling with some of these beliefs that are hindering your journey towards a healthier lifestyle, right? We all have them. We all have these belief is simply a thought that we keep thinking. That's it. So wouldn't it make sense that if we can change the thought, then we can change the belief? Yeah. And our thoughts kind of define our actions or inactions in many, many, many ways. So let's take a look at some of these myths. Think about how they, get radically honest with yourself here, because this is a place where I don't want you to judge yourself, right? This is a place of observation and curiosity. We're just observing these thoughts existing in our mind. Get curious. Because I'm going to bet that what you have focused on in the past when you're thinking about adopting healthy habits, you're thinking about, okay, what should I eat? How should I move my body? How do I manage stress? Right? You're thinking about those things, but we're not often addressing the mindset that triggers those actions. That's what I'm talking about here today, because we have thoughts around those things that are going to affect whether or not we do them. Simply just is. So we're not judging, we're being kind, we're adopting a kind mindset here. Okay. And we're going to take a look at some of these myths. And I'm also going to be sharing how our 5-day summer reset can help you overcome them. Okay. Take a sip. Now, have you ever had the thought, you can't teach an old dog new tricks, right? Well, the reality is that it is never, ever, ever too late to learn and grow. No matter your age or your stage of life, you can adopt new habits that enhance your well being. Okay. Especially the way that I teach you these habits. I'm not talking about overhauling your lifestyle in one go. We're going to talk about that a little bit more today. It doesn't work, right? You've probably tried that on for size already and realized that it just leaves you feeling even more exhausted, frustrated, unmotivated, and overwhelmed. That's not fun, right? That's not fun. And that's not how we're going to achieve balance. So, I want to share a few examples here of people who have achieved things later in life. Laura Ingalls Wilder published the first in the Little House on the Prairie books at age 65. Began her prolific painting career at 78. Began to watch Julie versus Julia, one of my favorite movies. So funny, about Julia Child and somebody that goes through her cookbook and cooks her recipes. But she's somebody that I have always looked at and said, wow, she broke some molds here. And she wrote her very first cookbook when she was 50 years old. So I want you to recognize that you're never, ever, ever too old to start doing things differently. And our reset program focuses on small, manageable changes that make a significant impact over time. This is what it's about. It's not about trying to do it all at once. You've tried it, right? Doesn't work. Feels really overwhelming. And I mean, we have women in their 70s in my programs who are embracing a new and much kinder and easier way of being when they start to realize that things can feel more balanced, or they can find, if I use my term, a better rhythm that fits where they are today. There is one thing, though, that's necessary for that. You need to be open and willing to change. If you're not, this reset is not for you, right? Which we're trying to look at how we get to change our mindset around things so that we can take action, because we know that fear hates action. Okay. So if you're not open and willing to change, then go ahead, listen to this, but the reset is not for you. Okay. The second thing I want to talk about, the second thought that I've heard a lot from people is, I'm never going to be able to do this because I'm not doing enough. You ever felt that? It's not enough. I'm not going to get there. Right? Looking at small steps as something bad because it's not enough. Well, this somebody that used to put a lot of pressure on herself, hardworking, responsible, dutiful, all characteristics on the Cancer personality profile, by the way. So if that doesn't give us a reason to start doing things differently, I don't know what is. Right? We want to focus on progress, not perfection, because this is the key to success. And this reset, and in fact, all of my programs, my coachings, and everything emphasizes incremental steps that lead to big changes. Because what we do when we do that is it helps you build a sustainable routine without feeling overwhelmed mentally, physically, and emotionally. And that is so key, right? And so let's think of it this way. If we were to just use the example of drinking water, for instance, something that often goes by the wayside in the summer, especially, we might be enjoying some other kinds of beverages. And let's say that you just drink an 8-ounce glass of water in the morning while you're making your coffee or your tea, and you just drink that glass of water, right? Are you increasing your water intake? If you look at that over a week, if you look at that over a month, are you initially say that that one glass of water is not enough? It's not enough. It's not going to make a difference. Well, maybe one glass a day might not. But if you do that consistently every day while you're making your cup of coffee, you bet your bottom dollar it's going to wake up. It's going to make a difference. 100%. Because it's about consistency. Not a lot, doesn't have to be hard, doesn't have to be big, but consistency. And consistency doesn't have to mean every day. I'll be talking about that more in the reset. Oh, can look different. Okay. So if we think about letting go of that all or nothing thinking, that perfectionism, that being on track or off track, and just say, okay, this little bit every day is going to make a difference. And it does, right? And we start to build these sustainable routines, which is what we really want, right? Because I know that it's exhausting, the stop start. It's absolutely exhausting. And when we're already exhausted, why do we keep doing something that's making us even more tired? That brings me to my third myth that I hear all the time. I can't change everything. It's too hard. So why bother? Right? Why bother? Because I can't change it all. It's just too hard. It's too much. It's too overwhelming. Why bother? It makes a difference. Every small change. There was a study done years ago in Sweden. It's a controversial study, but interesting nonetheless, where they followed a family who had been eating conventional food, and then what they did was they took urine samples and did an analysis for pesticides and herbicides in their urine. And for 1 week the family ate organic foods. 1 week. 1 week they tested the urine again, and the levels of pesticides and herbicides had gone down to almost nothing in 1 week. By changing one thing for 1 week. So to me, that study is indicative that every small change that we make makes a difference in our health and well-being. Everything. That 1 8-ounce glass of water that there's more that we can do. Always going to find it. There's always going to be more that we can do. But instead of looking at what we're not doing, how about we start to look at what we are doing and what we are able to do? Because that one glass of water has a trickle down effect into your health and well-being in more ways than you can even imagine. It affects your energy level, affects your skin and your hair, affects your fatigue, affects your aches and pains, all for the better. Bloating, all for the better. And so, is it true that it's not enough? Is it true that because you can't change everything, then why bother? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It makes a difference. And so we have to, and we get to, here's the thing, you don't have to do anything, but you get to start thinking differently when you've got the support to help you do it, right? This is a path that you have not yet traveled for most of us, right? But our reset program encourages you, and I'm going to be guiding you daily to take tiny, achievable steps towards better health. Proving, you're going to learn, I'm totally going to prove to you that you don't have to overhaul your entire life to see positive results. Wouldn't that be good? So I just want to give you a quick rundown on what the Easy Healthy Habits 5-Day Summer Reset is about so that you know exactly what you're signing up for. First of all, it's free. Maybe you're saying, Karin, this sounds really good, and I haven't been through breast cancer. Can I sign up? The answer is yes, of course. These things that we're going to be talking about could lower your risk. Sounds pretty good to me. So each day, we're focusing on shifting one of these thoughts, right? These thoughts help grow habit, helping to move you. So let's take a look at what we're going to be looking at. I already mentioned water. We're going to be talking about that on day one, how to hydrate for your health. Starting your day with a glass of water kickstarts your metabolism, hydrates your body. I'll be sharing more about the importance of hydration and how it actually sets a positive tone for your day. Day two, we're going to be talking about nourishing with nutrients, how to add more fruits and vegetables to your meal, right? So that they can help to support your overall. How minutes outside? 5 minutes. Do you have 5 minutes in your day? I think you do, right? Whether it's a short walk, whether it's sitting in the garden or simply opening up a window. I'm going to be talking about the mental and physical benefits of fresh air and nature. Day four, we're going to be talking about prioritizing self-care and how to do it without feeling guilty or selfish. Right? Again, 5 minutes. These daily tasks that I'm going to be sharing with you in an audio, right? I'm going to be recording some messages, 15 minutes or less, that are going to be delivered to your email. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't just be somewhere at a certain time. You can listen to them on your schedule. And you'll get each day a little micro habit to help you see over 5 days what is actually possible. Day five, we're going to be talking about movement, right? Learning how even a small amount of physical activity can help boost your energy and improve your day. And implement these things that I'm going to be sharing with you over our 5-day reset and do those throughout your summer. Could you still have fun? But have that knowing and that confidence that you are still taking action. 100%. 100%. So we're not throwing in the beach towel. We're not giving up on ourselves. We're not compromising our health goals. We're doing that and having fun. So our reset program is going to help you implement these healthy habits. And we're also going to be introducing you to the concept of resilient routines, right? That's really how we get that rhythm so that you can maintain your health goals without feeling, oh God, that horrible burden, that pressure, that overwhelm, feeling you got to do it all. I want you to feel empowered. I want you to feel more balanced, calmer, ready to enjoy every single moment of your summer because you deserve it. And I want you to just picture yourself and think about how would it feel if you knew and you had the confidence that you could take on anything that life throws at you without compromising your health goals. How would that feel? I'm hoping it would feel like I just took a ton of weight off your shoulders and you get to breathe again. Because this is what our 5-day summer reset overall health with some super simple, effective habits. Enjoy things and have fun and find joy as well. If you're looking to gain the confidence to live knowing that you're taking steps to actually lower your risk of recurrence instead of being scared that you're not. And also, if you want to connect with fellow survivors, because we're going to be hanging out too in our Healthy Living After Breast Cancer Facebook community, then I'm going to invite you to join our Easy Healthy Habits 5-day summer reset. Take the first step. Take the first step and join our program. It's completely free. I have designed it specifically for breast cancer survivors with your needs in mind, right? Sign up today and let's make this your best summer yet. Okay? You can find the link to register below this video. If you're watching this and it's past summer, click on the link anyway, because these are going to be some resets we'll do at different points throughout the year. So if you're catching the replay and it's gone and it's too late, just click that button anyway. It'll let you know what's available to you right now. But stop putting your health and well-being on hold. Please, nobody else can do this for you. And I would love to be able to share with you how I have learned to do this to become the bounce back expert that I am, because it is so much easier than you think it is. Okay, so allow me to shortcut this for you and help you out. So join our 5-day summer reset. The links below this video, wherever you're catching it. I can't wait to see you in there. It's going to be a blast. And like I said, you can do it from anywhere, wherever you are in the world, whatever time zone you're in, doesn't matter. Just register. You'll get everything delivered right to your email inbox. Okay. It's been such a pleasure to share this with you today. And I can't wait to see your name pop up as you register for our reset. If you do register, check your email. You might just be getting a little message from me. Okay. So thanks so much for watching. Again, my name's Karin Del Maestro. I'm your health coach, bounce back expert, and I specialize in helping breast cancer survivors create habits that withstand this roller coaster of recovery in life, stress, fatigue, summer fun, and chocolate cravings. Okay. Bye for now. I will see you next Wednesday, 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time for our Wellbeing Wednesday series. Bye for now.